Turning to point number 2, this is also a very important point for you to understand, and especially how it impacts your hotel. Point number 2 has to do with impact encroachment and cross-brand protection. In other words, the area protection, the AOP as we like to call it. As we set forth in point number 2, franchisors should establish a fair and reasonable formula to protect a franchisee's assets, and the formula should be included as a contractual provision in the franchise agreements. And the idea is you expect, as a hotel owner, you are going to have competition from other hotels. What you do not want and what you do not expect is that your own franchisor will compete with you. In other words, that your own franchisor will set up right next to your hotel or right across the street, either the same brand or similar brand, so that guests can go to any of these hotels and you lose your ability to attract guests to your franchise, to your branded hotel, to your flag. So that is what this is designed to protect. And the best way maybe to cover these various points is I'm going to again refer you to the AAHOA 12 Points Questionnaire, which you can print out from AAHOA.com. And if you turn to point 2, you will see the various questions that are designed to learn more about the practices of your own individual franchisor and to educate yourself about these points. Under the area protection, the AOP for point number 2. Second question, in your franchise agreement, do you allow another facility operating under your umbrella of brands to operate in the protected area if that brand has similar characteristics, segments, and amenities to the franchise facility in question? The next set of questions in this questionnaire pertains to maintaining the area protection. Now, why is this important? Well, you will see that some franchisors grant an area protection, but it might only be for the first 3 years of your franchise agreement. That means if you have a 20-year franchise agreement, the next 17 years, they can set up, they can approve, they can establish any other same brand, same flag hotel as what you have. So you want to ensure that you find that out. Is the area protection guaranteed until the end, the termination of your franchise agreement? So turning to the next set of questions. This is for a notice of application for a proposed facility. In short, the concept is that you're operating a hotel, that we are saying in the interest of fairness, your franchisor should be giving you notice if they have received an application to operate and open another same brand or similar branded hotel within a 15-mile radius of from where you're at. Because obviously that could have an impact on your occupancy rates, on your RevPAR, on your ADR. So it's only fair for you to be aware of whether that's happening. The next set, impact study. Let's explain. You're operating your hotel. Suddenly you receive notice from the franchisor that they are going to be opening a same brand hotel 3 miles from where you're at. What we're suggesting is you should have the right to request an impact study. You should be able to ask the franchisor to do a study of the impact that the opening of the same brand hotel would have on your hotel. Because obviously, if there's a huge impact, that's going to impact your bottom line. And so then let's address this impact study concept, conducting the impact study. The concept is that if you are doing an impact study and requesting one, you want to make sure that the person conducting the impact study is going to be fair and unbiased. You don't want, for example, the franchisor's salesperson to be conducting the study because they would have a vested interest in making sure the results would be that there would be no impact. The next set of questions is who pays for this? And we are suggesting that that both the franchisee requesting and the franchisor, that they split the cost 50-50 regardless of the impact and the outcome of the impact study. And why 50-50? Well, that seems to make it fair. Both sides have skin in the game. If one is paying more than the other, there's always the concern that the company or the person conducting the impact study might be biased or might be more willing to make an outcome or come up with an outcome that favors the party that paid them. That's why we suggest that it be 50-50. And finally, if this impact study determines that no, there will be very low impact, but in the end, if the application is approved, this other hotel is established, and you can show within 3 years that it had a substantial or significant impact on your business, does your franchisor then allow you to either obtain reduced rates based on the impact of this new facility, or allow you to exit the system without paying LDs? So with that, again, I would like to introduce you to a few other experts who can address why this is such an important point, and we will have them join us now.
AAHOA's 12 points of fair franchising, to me, number 2 was the most important because it's part of my life experience. One of our hotel had this encroachment issue where the brand wanted to build another brand very similar. For example, I have a sweets product and they wanted to put in sweets product less than 1 mile away. So I was very taken back, especially with the brand that I have a relationship since 1993. I have invested lots of dollars in purchasing this hotel, and I was worried about how I'm going to get through, how I'm going to pay my people, how I'm going to survive, how I'm going to make my mortgage. It would be definitely a worried point for my family's bottom line and my investors' bottom line if I had to compete against the same branded hotel in the same marketplace. Thankfully, the brand was able to, not go through that plan, and I was able to keep it. So in that case, when my window came, I was able to negotiate with that brand in that area where I was, the brand cannot build any future hotels that is similar within the 3 miles north or 3 miles south and that particular market base, and use the 12 point as your guideline. Before I sign any franchise agreement with any brands and negotiate the deal that is best for that individual, or that's best for me or anyone who is buying or building a hotel. And if the brands don't want to come to the table, then you have to decide for your return on investment if you want to do that particular deal with that brand. So they use the 12 points to get the best terms for your franchise agreement that fits your investment model. So that way you can protect your investment to get the most return on investment for your dollar that you invested in your hotel.
So thank you again as we explored this point 2 as an education on what's in your franchise agreements and what terms could likely impact your business. I again encourage you to download and print the educational primer and the 12 points questionnaire, both of which are on our website at AAHOA.com. And we ask you to join our mission to go from victory to victory in the battle for fairness in the industry. So until next time, when we will pick up point number 3, we will see you then, and thank you again.